Well, whether you say potato, if you prefer a sweet potato or a regular potato, it doesn't matter. Today, we are focusing on the potato, specifically the sweet potato. And joining me once again, Dr. Tracey Brigman. I am so happy because we did not run her off in her debut last month. So welcome back.
Happy to be here.
I think you're here to stay, I guess.
I am.
Yeah,
I love to stay here.
We like that. Yes, we got some really positive feedback. Everybody already loves Tracey. So, but yeah, we are doing potatoes today, and we're going to be also talking a little bit about waffles, if you like waffles too. So, but let's focus on the potatoes first.
Yeah. So our first recipe is going to be a candied sweet potato, but it's going to be with a twist. So this is one of my favorite recipes because around the holidays, I feel like everything goes in the oven, and you have to have an itinerary. So, you know, this casserole after this, after this. So my candied sweet potatoes actually are on the stovetop. Okay. It takes a little bit of time, but it is super easy. So what I have here, I have a whole stick of butter or half a cup melted in my pan. Okay. I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar because we need to candy these sweet potatoes. So I'm going to
real sugar.
Real sugar. This is real, and it's going to soak up the butter, but it'll release the water once we get everything rolling. So I'm going to stir in my 2 cups of sugar. Then if you want to grab, this is 6 large sweet potatoes cut into 1-inch cubes. They don't have to be exactly
last
cubes.
month I was just pretty much staring at you, so this month I'm actually going to help.
Yes, if you want to go ahead
just dump the whole
just
thing
dump
in there.
the whole thing in.
Dump the whole thing in. Look at that.
Okay.
All right, I'm done.
Yep. Good job. So then we're just going to stir it up a little bit. The key to the sweet potatoes cooking is you should try to get them all about the same size so that you don't overcook some or undercook some. So do your best. So this was, again, 6 large sweet potatoes. Then I'm just going to pop the lid on, turn it down to low. I want to keep it at a simmer. And it's going to simmer for an hour until your sweet potatoes are tender. I typically stir it every 15 minutes just to get even heat throughout the sweet potatoes. So as I said, this is nice during the holidays. If you have other stuff to make, you just pop this on the stove and let it be. When I make it at home, if I have everything ready, I can go watch TV for 15 minutes and then come back and stir. So it should have a low simmer for about an hour until your sweet potatoes are done. All right, so now my sweet potatoes have cooked for about an hour.
We have fast forwarded an hour?
Yes, so these are cooked. Again, you can try it to see if they're done, but these are nice and tender. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to remove my sweet potatoes from the candied juice. It's not quite syrupy yet. So we're going to remove all the sweet potatoes and set them to the side. So once I have all of the sweet potatoes removed, then I'm going to add a half a cup of brown sugar. And then here's my twist. This is a half a cup of orange juice concentrate. So you will still have orange juice left over, so you can make orange juice as a beverage with that. But that's my twist. It gives it a little tang. Okay. Once I get that melted in, then I'm going to turn up my heat to get it to a boil. Okay. Because I want to concentrate it so that it becomes more of a syrup. So that's going to take about 15-20 minutes. Okay. And again, it's not something I want to stir it every once in a while, but I don't have to stand here and stir constantly. So if I'm making other parts of my meal, I can go ahead and do that.
You just go back and forth like we are.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
And that other recipe, none other than waffles. It used to be waffles were just for breakfast. No, not anymore. You can have them for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or in this case, at the time of this filming, it is 11:20 a.m., so we're doing brunch waffles.
We are doing brunch waffles.
And I get to actually create them too.
Yes,
I'm excited.
Yeah, so we're going to do the dry ingredients first. Okay. This is a 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And then I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of baking powder, followed by a teaspoon of cinnamon and a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and then just a pinch of salt.
A pinch of salt.
So then you just make sure you stir it good. Some recipes call for sifting your ingredients together. but our flour, the way that it's processed nowadays, doesn't really need to be sifted. So I just need to make sure it has a good stir. And then you're going to do the liquid
Now?
portion.
I
Yes,
get to
so
do now?
you get to do the liquid portion.
right.
So we're going to do that in a separate bowl. So you're going to start with 1 tablespoon of honey.
Oh.
So one way to get that out is if we would have sprayed it with cooking spray, it would have come out a little bit easier,
right.
but it's still coming out pretty good. So that's 1 tablespoon of honey.
Is that good enough?
Yeah.
All right.
And then we're going to need 1 egg.
1 egg.
Make sure you crack your egg on the countertop, because if you crack it on the side of the bowl, you could get shell
Shell
and then
in
you
there.
get egg down the side and cross-contamination.
All right.
And that's never good.
Can I dirty up
yep,
your kitchen?
Absolutely.
Top there.
And then we need 2.5 tablespoons of butter melted. So you measure it out and then you melt it. And then we need 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla.
Vanilla. Done.
And that is 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of milk.
What am I creating? It's like egg art that I'm
It
creating.
is, that's beautiful.
And I'm sorry, what was this?
1 cup and 2 tablespoons of milk.
2 tablespoons of milk. All right.
And then you're going to mix that together, making sure that you break the yolk, because we don't want a hard-boiled egg yolk in our waffles.
Break the yolk.
Once that is good and stirred, you are going to add the liquid to the dry.
How's that? Is that all
That
right?
looks good.
You sure?
Yep.
I'm seeing some lumps in there, Tracy.
It's okay. Lumps
Okay.
is good.
Lumps are good. All right, so we'll put that in there.
Yep.
That's done.
So we're going to give that a good stir and make sure it's well blended, but I don't need to use a hand mixer, just a gentle stir to make sure that the liquid and the solids are well combined. That is 1/2 cup of mashed sweet potatoes. So again, I baked sweet potatoes last night and I just put them in the refrigerator overnight until I needed them this morning. And then this gives me a lovely brunch waffle. So then I just stir that up, making sure, again, the fruit and the vegetable are well combined in with the rest of the batter. When it comes to putting it in your waffle iron, you're going to have to follow your manufacturer's instructions, because all waffle irons are different. And you have a sweet potato pineapple waffle that is just delicious, that you can serve for a nice brunch. 2
easy, quick recipes. Recipes, of course, that you can find by logging on to farm-monitor.com, going up to the very top. Hit the recipe section, scroll down, and you will find everything you need there. And again, we have a search bar now if you're looking for a particular item, a particular commodity. I think we probably even have one on there now. You could just put waffles in and it'll go on there. So that is the finished product. And Tracy, as always, good stuff. Can't wait to dive in to eat this stuff. Hope you guys enjoy it. We will see Tracy next month, and we will see you next month on another edition of Meals from the Field.